The Real One team.
Bring your model to life at mcvproducts.net. Now, I must say, I really do enjoy this paint job on this Dodge Warlock truck, but it took some work to get there. First and foremost, this is a common problem on trucks. Sometimes it's bent, but I get some hot water, well, hot as I can stand it, with a little bit of boiling water in there. Make sure you don't scald yourself. Get that plastic time to warm up. Take it out and get to straightening. It can take some time. Make sure you don't let the plastic get too cool because you will snap something. After a few tries, I got it straight as I want it. That's some real work, I'm telling you. Now I'm scraping out some panel lines with the back of my X-Acto knife. Now I'm trying out a new technique that I got from Gary G Seeds. He was on the AMC livecast a few weeks ago, and he only goes down to 800 grit when it comes to wet sanding that body. Now I really want to try out this technique because I can get very heavy-handed when it comes to wet sanding. Now it's time to add our automotive primer. That's going to be U-P.O.E. This is a black primer. I gotta hurry up while I'm outside. Y'all see those clouds? That Florida weather. It'll change in 5 minutes on you. Here we go. Take care of that bed. There's the hood. Also prime that tailgate. And here's our chassis. Now I beat that rain and the primer turned out excellent. That's a total of 4 coats when it comes to the primer. Watching those edges. Now I got the sides taped off because we're about to take care of the bed. We got some excellent wood grain in here that we're going to bring to life. I'm starting out with this light tan. I got this technique right here from Justin at J Hart Model Works. Make sure you go out there and subscribe to him and check him out. He's got some excellent wood grain techniques. Cleaning that brush between each color. This is gloss brown. I'm going light to dark to a little bit lighter, dark to light. Each shade brings out that wood grain. This is a lighter brown color. And this is just another light brown. And this is gloss wood. And let's bring it home with the Tamiya Clear Orange. It doesn't miss. I love this stuff. Would you look at that? We got wood grain. The bed is taped off. It's time to spray our colors. This is the Fire Scale Modeler BBS Gold as the base. Same company, Red Rock Candy. This will be the first candy paint job I've done in years, and definitely first one on the channel. First, I'm putting down that base, that BBS gold. We at 20 PSI. Got my Black Widow out. Cab looking nice. No complaints. And here goes the bed. Making sure I get those hard to reach places. Gotta watch the creases on the hood. And there goes the tailgate. I'm also bringing that red rock candy inside with the dashboard. And the plan was to spray the red rock candy on the firewall as well. And the radiator support. That plan had to pull audible. But we'll get to it a little bit later. Now I'm starting that red rock candy. I'm doing light coats, very light coats. As a matter of fact, when I get done with this first coat, you'll barely be able to see it. You gotta watch those creases. You can see that paint gathering on that bed. Same thing with the hood. This candy is real tricky. That's why I'm doing very light coats. Anything else, you'll run it. Now I did get at least one coat on that firewall. And on the second coat here, this is when I realized I had a real problem and I could be close to failure. I was running low on paint. I talked to the OG Bruce and he suggested next time I could cut this paint because it was a little bit thick. But yeah, I had to end up sacrificing certain parts on painting it, like on the front of the bed. The back of the cab is another spot. But I made it look blended enough where it seems like it's just a custom job. But the truth of the matter is, I was running low on paint. 30 milliliters is just not enough. I have to order at least 60 milliliters of paint. I'm a heavy sprayer as well. So it needs to be at least 60 milliliters that I get where I can feel comfortable with a paint job without worried about running out of paint. All right, this is a total of about 5 coats. That's all I could get. I was completely out of paint. Any mishap, and it's a problem. This bill will be set way back. Let's check out the bed though. See how it turned out. Was there any bleed through? This is to me a masking tape that I'm using, by the way. I'm just going slow as I can possibly can. No reason to rush this process. All the work I put in on that bed, I'll get there. And everything's completely intact. No bleed through. And check out this beautiful accident. No need for silver strips. All the overlay of those different layers, it took care of everything. That's perfect. So far, so good. No complaints. Now it's time to get some 2K clear on this body. This is Splash Paints 2K clear. 3 parts 2K clear, 1 part activator, and I also added 1 part Mr. Color leveling thinner. Again, we at 20 PSI. That's usually my go-to PSI and really works well for me. Get that bed clear coated as well. And I have switched up the airbrushes for the clear coat. This is my Pache TG Talent. Second coat, go a little bit heavier. Here goes the bed. Then this is after a total of 6 coats and 24 hours in a dehydrator at 100 degrees. Now see, I do got a little debris in that clear coat and some orange peel. We're gonna get that out with some wet sanding. Okay, it's the same thing with the hood. I got a little trash in that clear coat. Not too much orange peel. And the bed turned out amazing. I'm highly satisfied with the bed. As you can see, I had to compromise the front of the bed and the back of the tailgate as well. I got plans for that tailgate though. All right, let's have some fun with this tailgate here. It's storytelling time. We're gonna use the exact same colors to take care of the bed. Why? Because all of this wood was sourced from a cypress tree that fell 150 years ago in the Florida Everglades. If you know anything about cypress wood, it's very unique and very expensive. And I had some restored from a good friend of mine in the project. It turned out spectacular. Wait till you see the end results with this tailgate. Now it's time to spray on some knots using that brown paint that I cut with Mr. Color leveling thinner. I believe this is the lowest I've ever had my PSI. I had it anywhere between 12 and 10 PSI, and that's a 0.3 millimeter needle that I'm using. And it's my Gallery GAD 39 airbrush. Now I know I could have airbrushed on the clear orange, but I'm going to use the same technique that I used for the bed. Added my 2K clear. 24 hours later, this is what we got. Custom. That's what I call it. Custom. Next time to wet sand that clear coat, I'm starting with my 3000 grit. Be careful with those edges. You'll go straight through, even with 3,000 grit. Now I went all the way up to 12,000 grit, specifically 3,000, 4,000, 6,000, and 12,000 grit. Very happy with the results. Now it's time for the big three. McGuire Scratch X, Ultra Cut Compound number 105, and the star of the show, that Yellow Wax number 26. This is the Scratch X. You can see that shine coming back. Now it's time for the 105. It'll remove a lot of those scratches, if not all of them. All right. The Ultra Cut Compound, it did what it's supposed to do. Now it's time for the Yellow Wax and the final results. Now, as you can see, we did get a couple lemons. Hard work, dedication, equal to amazing results. And we got lemonade. And before you get out of here, don't forget to grab your copy of Master Builder, creating the ultimate model with every build. Link in the description box.